Hello everybody and welcome to my kitchen. In this video I am going to be showing you how I make my New York style cheesecake. So let's get started with our ingredients. First of all, we are going to need 4 bars of Philadelphia cream cheese, full fat. These have to be at room temperature. We're going to need 3 large eggs, 1 egg yolk, also at room temperature, 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. This is going to go melted, so I still have to put this in the microwave and melt that. Half cup of full fat sour cream, and this has to be at room temperature also. 2 tablespoons of flour, or you can do 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Here I'm using the flour. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. This is optional, but I always do like to add it. We need our cookies, the base of it. So I normally use the graham cracker crust, but sometimes I like to use a shortbread crust, and I'm going to use the shortbread on this one. 1 cup of regular sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/8 teaspoon of salt. That is our ingredients, and I am going to top this off with the sour cream topping on it, so I will show you how I do that once the cheesecake is done. Let's get started. First off, we want to make this into a crumb for our base. And we want to try and at least get 2 cups of it. So what I'm going to do is just blend these until they are like a sand. And then we're going to add it to our butter. So I'm just going to do this until I get 2 cups. So what you want to get is this type of cookie. And then we're going to add our melted butter. We're going to mix this in thoroughly. We're going to add this to our springafoam pan. This is an 8-inch. So if you want a thicker cheesecake, you're going to use a smaller pan. And just add it in there. Spread it around. You can bring it up to the sides also if you want. And then I like to use any flat thing I have here. So I'm just using the measuring cup. And then I'm just going around again. And our crust is done. Now we are going to bake this. I would say not that long, maybe about 5 minutes, just until it browns a little bit. Before it goes in our oven, we need to wrap it in foil. And this is to prevent leaks later on when it's baking. So I like to get 2 pieces of foil like that. Put it here. And then just go around and close it up. And make sure you're using good quality foil. The cheap kind actually do not work with this. Okay, so now it's going to go 350-degree preheated oven for about 5 minutes or until it browns a little bit. When it has browned, take it out the oven, put it aside. You have to let this cool completely before we add our cheesecake mixture. In the bowl of your stand mixer or just a bowl, and you can use your handheld mixer, we're going to add the cream cheese, the sugar, the flour, or if you're using the cornstarch, and the 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to get this all mixed together until it's creamy.
I am alive. Oh, holy shit. This is so much, so much. Yes.
Scrape down the bowl. And then we're going to add the sour cream. If you wanted to use lemon juice, it's about 2 teaspoons. And your 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And this is going to go whisked again. Make sure you scrape down the sides again. And then we're going to start adding in our eggs one at a time. So we're going to throw that one in. And then we're going to beat it in there. And then throw the other one and the other one. gonna scrape down the side again. The last to go in is the egg yolk. And it's ready for our pan. Once your crust has cooled, then we can add our mixture in here. And then I like to just even it out with the spatula. Okay, and then I'm gonna get, this has to cook in a water bath. So I'm going to get my pan ready for that. You're gonna use a pan that'll hold springafoam pan in here. So I'm using this one. This is just a pan, like a cake pan, and then just put it in there. You're going to get water. My oven is already preheated, 350 degrees. We're going to put about an inch of water. We're gonna put it in the oven. This has to cook 50 to 60 minutes. So you don't want to overcook it because then it'll start to get brown and then it'll break. So you're gonna check at, you can probably check at around 40 minutes and then just keep checking, you know, like every 5 minutes after that. After about an hour, your cheesecake should look like this. And when you move it, it's still gonna be a little bit jiggly. And we're just gonna leave this. You're not gonna take it out of the water bath or anything. Leave it in the oven, just like that, with the door slightly open. Leave it like that for 1 hour. After an hour of it just being in the oven, remove it from its water bath, take off the foil, and this is what you're gonna get. Perfect, no cracked cheesecake. So there's a few things that play into the no cracks. It is not over baking, of course. Adding the extra 2 tablespoons of flour or the cornstarch, that does play a major part in it, and the water bath. So, and then also it really helps to just leave it in the oven after it bakes for an hour. So now you can leave it as is, or we can do the sour cream topping. So you're going to preheat your oven once again to 350 degrees. For the sour cream topping, you need 1 cup of sour cream, okay, it's about a cup. I'm gonna add it to here. One teaspoon of lemon juice. You can use vanilla, but I like the lemon. And 2 tablespoons of just plain white sugar. We're gonna whisk that all together. And we're gonna add it on top of our cheesecake. Just spread it around. Try to make it as smooth as you can. You can also shake it a little bit so you could get it right. And this is gonna go into your preheated oven, 350, for about 5 minutes. Okay, and once you have refrigerated your cheesecake overnight, this is it. You can slice it, put a topping on it. We're gonna do cherries. But there's your New York style cheesecake. Enjoy, everybody. Bye.